Hey guys, so it's November, which I cannot believe, and that means it is time for me to give you my project pan update for the month. We have 2 months left of this year, so we're kind of at that point where I'm starting to think, okay, which of these products am I going to have done by the end of the year? Which ones are going to maybe be carried over into next year's project pan? It's getting to that point. I cannot believe we're already this far into the year. But in this update, I have one very exciting empty that has taken so long to finish. I wasn't expecting it to be finished this month. I don't think most of you guys were expecting it to be finished this month either. So I'm very excited to share that with you. I also have another product that I have decided to remove from the project, so I'll be rolling something else in its place. So I'll have 2 new items joining the project this month. But let's go ahead and get into these updates. And I want to start with one product that I am making really great progress on, and I do think that this will be finished by my next update, if not for sure by the end of 2021, and it is the Jordana Forever Flawless Pressed Powder. So earlier this month I did finally repress this. I think I said in my last update I would probably be repressing it soon, and this is what it's looking like now. So I've already hit pan again in like quite a few places, and it's a very thin layer that's left in there. So now that I've hit pan again since repressing it, it's been going very quickly. So I really do think this will be finished by my next update. I've been using this as pretty much my only setting powder. I use it to set my under eyes, my face. I also use it to like tone down bronzers that are too dark, or sometimes as an eyeshadow, or to like blend out eyeshadow. So it's been getting a ton of use. I fully expect this to be done in a month, so stay tuned. Another product that is super close to being finished is my E.L.F. Monochromatic Multi-Stick in Glistening Peach. So I had completely leveled this off this month and I wasn't able to twist up anymore, and so I ended up digging out everything that was left down in there, and I did post that on my YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, so all 3 platforms. And if you saw that, you saw there was actually like a ton of product that came out of here, and I decanted it into this little old like face cream jar, and that was probably, how long ago was that? Maybe like 2.5 weeks ago that I did that, and this is how much is left. So there is still a lot in there. It is a quite soft and creamy formula, so I do feel like it goes pretty fast. So I'm hoping to have this done next month, but I don't know, it just seems like a lot. So we'll see. If not, again, definitely by the end of the year. I feel like that's a common theme among a lot of these products. A lot of them might be finished next month, but if not, they'll definitely be done by my finale, which will go up probably around December 31st. And assuming I do finish this year, that means I will have finished 2 blushes this year, which is an all-time record for me. That is unheard of. Usually I use up 1 blush in a year, if any, so that is very exciting. Okay, so a product that I decided to roll out yet again, this is the second time I have both rolled in and rolled out this product, is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. This is such a seasonal product for me. Like, I feel like since this is a more mattifying primer, I just can't get away with using this in the cooler months, and it is finally starting to get chillier here, so I need to just move towards more hydrating primers right now. So I rolled this in September, so I had it in for 2 months, and I did, make some good progress on it. I used it about 10 times each month. This month, even though I did use it 10 times, I was not able to draw another line on here, so this is just such a slow moving product because I use just a very small amount each time. So no like real visible progress to show on this, but I have been using it, and I will likely revisit this once again in the warmer months next year, but right now I'm just ready to move on, and I will be rolling something in its place, but it's not a primer. I kind of just want to use all my primers freely and not focus on any one specifically. So next up we have the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. I just have the mini of this, and once again, progress on this has been very slow. This one, there's no way I'll have this done by the end of the year, let's just be honest. Based on just how much I've been expanding the pan each month, I just use a very like diffused fluffy brush for this, so it just doesn't pick up a whole lot of product each time. But I did use it 10 times this month. I'm wearing it today actually. Very much enjoying this highlighter. It's a beautiful formula, but that will not be done by the end of this year. I know it won't. But either way, I'm glad to be getting use out of it because it is one of my favorite highlighters. By the way, guys, if you're interested, I do have a Patreon, shameless plug. They get early access to all of my project pan updates. and they also get extra like exclusive bonus content each month. So if you're interested, I'd love to see you over there. I feel like I haven't mentioned it in a little while, so I just wanted to throw that out there. All right, guys, I think I've kept you waiting long enough. I will go ahead and share my super exciting empties. So I've been working on this product in some way or another since 2019. It's been in and out of project pans. Various iterations of this product have been haunting me for a very long time. I'm wondering how many of you guessed it, but it is my Franken bronzer. I feel like I've kind of been teasing this throughout the month because there was a point about halfway through the month where I was like, wait a minute, this is going to be done. This is going to be finished by my next update, and my subscribers are going to lose their minds. They're not going to believe it. This is the Franken bronzer that I made out of my Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells eyeshadow quad, which had also been in my project pan for a very long time, kind of on and off. And it is finally finished. At one point, I just got kind of tired of using them as eyeshadows, and one of you guys recommended that I mix them all together and make a bronzer out of it, and that was such a great idea because it kind of brought new life to this product. I mean, a lot of new life to this product. But yeah, the pan looks kind of nasty. Let me wipe it down so you guys can see a beautiful, clean, empty pan. This is actually the compact that used to have my Wet n Wild blush in Rosé Champagne, and I just reused it for this. And I'm very happy to retire this compact because it's been broken for a very long time. But I honestly can't believe this is done. There were multiple times where I felt like this would never be finished. I at least was hopeful that it would be done by the end of this year, and this month it just started going faster and faster. I started using it as an eyeshadow almost every day just to kind of get it going a little bit faster because I was like, I was really ready to just be done with this. I was enjoying using it, of course. Like, I never hate pan products. If I'm not enjoying something, I will roll it out. But it was just starting to feel a little bit ridiculous that it was taking as long as it had. So I'm so happy that this is finished. Excited to move on and have that little eyeshadow quad, the empty quad, in my year-end makeup empties that I do every year. It's just such a good feeling to be using up such a massive product. So yay. I know you guys are going to be so excited. You guys always hype me up so much. And a lot of you were just like, in my last update, you were like, I'm so invested in this Franken bronzer. And me too. But it almost doesn't even feel real that it is finally finished. I want to roll my Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells quad into the project. I will be trying to use this up, have my Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells quad. You might know I've been trying to hit pan on the brown crease color for the last several months, and I finally did hit pan on it this month. I'm ready to start working on this again. I really do want to use this up. I feel like it's possible that I could actually use this up by the end of the year. It'll be a challenge for sure, but it's not impossible. But I'm ready to start working on this again because I really do want to finish this quad this year. I dug all of the shadows out and turned them into a Franken bronzer. I was honestly just getting tired of using these as eyeshadows. Next we have my never-ending Franken bronzer. I'm starting to really see visible progress now. Hopefully not too much longer on this one because I'm really ready to be done with it. So once again, I will be rolling in a new item to replace that one. Also, it's not a bronzer, it's a totally different type of product, so I will share that at the end of the video. Alright guys, next up we have my little CoverGirl eyeliner pencil in the shade Rich Brown. This is just turning into a nice little stubby pencil, and I have no idea how far down this goes, so I think I might be done with this by the end of the year, by my finale. I might not, we'll just have to see. But I am happy to report I do now have a working pencil sharpener that sharpens this beautifully, and it confirms that this pencil, it was not this pencil that was difficult to sharpen, it was just that I was using a very old pencil sharpener with like a dull blade that was not working, it was just causing everything to break. So I'm now using the Ulta Beauty pencil sharpener that a lot of you guys recommended to me in my last Project Pan update. It's working great, it was like $4 on Ulta's website, and I love it. So I'm very happy to have that in my life. There was actually like a stretch of a couple weeks this month where I had lost my like tiny little cheap pencil sharpener that I had been using, and I hadn't bought this yet, and so I wasn't even able to sharpen this, so that's why I didn't get quite as much use out of this eyeliner as I wanted to, and same with the lip liner that's in my project pan because I wasn't able to sharpen them for a little while there. But now that I can sharpen it, I think I'm going to be able to make much more progress next month. So I'm excited. I really enjoy this eyeliner. It's great. It's smooth, creamy, pigmented, lasts a long time, so loving that. So the next 4 products are lip products. This first one is the Urban Decay 24/7 Lip Liner in Manic. This month I did make a nice little bit of progress on this. Like I said, I probably would have made more progress if I'd been able to sharpen it for that like stretch of a week or two, but even still, making lots of progress here. This is another one that I don't think will be done by my finale this year, but I will at least have made a lot of progress because, I mean, you can see just from this paper, I've already used up like really a lot of this pencil. That's actually a lot of progress since I first rolled it in, so very happy with that. And then we have a liquid lipstick that I've been working on. This is the Ofra liquid lipstick in Laguna Beach. This is my oldest lip product, so I'm just trying to get it hopefully used up. So I've been using this as, of course, a lipstick, but also a blush. But it is so pigmented for blush that I have actually been mixing it with a concealer to kind of lighten it a little bit. And I actually really like doing that because it gives my cheeks a little bit of extra coverage. So, you know, sometimes you might feel like your cream blush almost takes away some coverage from your cheeks, but that way it counteracts any of that might be going on. So really like that. It's also such a long wearing blush when I use it as a blush. So this is one of those things that I really can't like mark my progress because it doesn't like settle when I leave it upright. And I really have no idea how far away I am from finishing it. It's just really just tracking my usage on this and making sure that I'm using it consistently, but I don't know if I'll be able to finish this before it expires. Next I have the lip gloss that I've been working on. This is the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Champagne Mommy. And this is one that I definitely think will be done by my finale. This one I actually used even more times than I did last month, but I wasn't able to move the product down quite as far. I think because the applicator doesn't reach all the way down to where most of that leftover product is sitting. So I was more so just scraping it from the sides. But you can see this month in the progress photos, there are a lot more like clear gaps showing along the sides than there were last month. So I think that's where I was really picking up most of the product. I think I will remove the stopper on this. I think so. I'm not positive yet, but either way, I do think with the progress I've been making, I will have this finished by my finale. Probably not by my next update though, but we'll see. Unless, if I really make a point to use this a ton and like reapply it very often, I might have it done by next month, but if not, definitely by the finale. And that will be my 3rd lip gloss empty of the year, which is wild. That's also never happened. All right, so the last product that I was working on last month, and then we will talk about the 2 new items I'm rolling in. So this is the Pacifica SPF 30 Lip Balm. And this, I actually lost count of how many times I used this. I just keep this in my purse, but this past month I actually went to Savannah just for a little weekend trip. And I was using this a ton just because I was outside so much. I have no idea how many times I even reapplied it. But so the usage that I will put on the screen is really just an estimate. I have no idea if it's accurate, but it's so funny. This product is so slow moving. I mean, you can see on the little paper I've been using to mark my progress. Every single month I make just about the same amount of progress, no matter how many times I used it that month. And it's always just such a thin little amount of progress. So I don't know, it's so funny how slow this product moves, but this I don't think I'll have done by the end of the year. Maybe, we'll see, but probably not. But either way, I am going to toss this when the year is over because it's just really old. And yeah, so I'm just giving myself till the end of the year to use as much of this as I can. And also just to keep in the habit of applying SPF to my lips because that's just a habit I'm trying to get better about. All right, so now for the 2 products that I've decided to roll in. First up, I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Long Wear Concealer. This is really almost gone. I've just been scraping at the sides. It doesn't look like it's almost gone, but I promise you it is. I just do not want to bring this with me into 2022, and so I want to go ahead and knock this out. I wasn't sure if I was going to be putting this into my project pan. I've been kind of trying to finish it up anyway, even without it being in my project, but I figured I might as well just go ahead and throw it in to kind of give me that extra push to just get it done. I've been using it as an under eye concealer and also mixing it with that Ofra liquid lipstick, like I said, to make like a good blush color for me. I really don't care for this concealer too much. The way that I am able to make it work though is I apply the Kopari Starry Eye Balm underneath, and it actually works much better for me that way. So I'm glad that I'm able to at least, you know, use it up. But, and like I said, I also have been mixing it with my Ofra liquid lipstick to make a good cream blush color for me. So excited to get this used up, maybe done by my next update. If not, again, end of year for sure. I do not plan on removing the stopper on this. I just don't care about it enough to do that. So once I'm not able to scrape any more out, that is when I will call it done. And then the second product I'm rolling in is actually another eyeliner, but it's a colored eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Roxy. This is a beautiful metallic, like sapphire blue. It's so pretty. I actually talked about this recently in my video about products that I hadn't used in months. And so after talking about it in that video, I used it a few times and realized how much I love this color. It's so pretty. It's nice as like a waterline eyeliner, but also as like a winged liner on my upper lash line. I also love jewel tones this time of year, and it's just a beautiful liner. So my goal is just to use this 5 times a month, kind of the same thing that I did with the Wet n Wild liquid liner in Voltage Blue. I'm not trying to like finish it up super fast or anything, but I just want to encourage myself to use it because I do really enjoy it. And I feel like for me, that is the point of project panning, is actually making sure that I'm using the products that I like and not just letting them sit and collect dust. So I'm excited about this, excited to roll this in and just start using it more because it is so pretty. So as far as products that I think could be done by my next update, I have a few that could maybe be done, but I really don't know if any of them will be. But the Jordana powder, I think this is probably the one that's most likely to be finished next update. The E.L.F cream blush that's in here now, that might be done by next month. My ColourPop lip gloss and my CoverGirl eyeliner. I mean, this is getting really small. I just have no idea how far down it sharpens. So we'll just have to see, but I'm excited for my next update, and I'm also excited for the finale. I feel like I've been very successful at project panning this year, and just using up my products feels really good. So thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you are interested in catching up on past project pan updates, I will link my whole playlist for the year down below. Feel free to binge watch those if you're in the mood, but if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you've not already. Also, don't forget to check out the Patreon if you're interested in some exciting bonus content over there. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I'll talk to you again very soon in my next video. Bye!